I was growing up, my dad was the head football coach at French Camp. It's just a small town. It's located off the Natchez Trace Parkway. There's about 250 people live there. But it was a very great experience, I think, just because of how everybody knew each other so well in the area. You know, it was kind of like everybody was family there. For as far back as I can remember, my dad had me, you know, just in the yard throwing the ball and just had me started me young at a young age. And I fell in love with the sport because I was always around these older guys that were playing the sport, and I looked up to them, and, you know, it made me always want to be a football player. I don't think that he pushed me or made me do it. I think that I loved it that much, but he was there, the steady force that kept me going, you know, when nobody else was looking.
Well, we were looking for a quarterback because we wanted some competition, and I had gotten a phone call from the head coach of his junior college. His name is Ken Karcher. He actually played quarterback for the Chiefs. So he told me about Jesse, and of course, since he played in the NFL, I think he knows what a good quarterback's like. And, so we offered him in his office, and he was excited about it. And then the season played out. They had a great season, ended up to a bowl game. But at the end, he wasn't interested. So, you know, he said, "Coach, I'm not going to be able to come up to Missouri." So we had moved on, and then later in December, got a phone call back, and he said, "Coach, his dad actually called me. If the offer's still there, we want to do it." And I said, "Well, it's late. You know, we don't have time for official visits. We don't need one." So he actually committed to come here before and never saw it. And so the first time he ever saw it was in January when he came to school with his wife.
Met my wife, of course, we're a very small high school. So I knew of her ever since we were in junior high, elementary. I knew of her, but I didn't really talk to her or get to hang out around her much till high school years. And, you know, it was just a typical high school relationship. You know, it was kind of goofy at first because freshman, sophomore in high school. You know, kind of on and off, but I mean, it was just one of those funny things. But ended up my senior and her junior year getting more serious and realizing that, you know, hey, this might be my wife one day. You know, I knew I wanted to marry her just because of the woman she was and the way she handled herself, just the type of character she had. She was very joyful about life. She loved other people, and she loved helping other people, and you know, she was very good about letting her light shine throughout the school, and it was very evident, not just to me, but to other people. Well, if I could pick anything when I was done, I'd want to keep playing football, obviously, but we got to be realistic. Even though there's a chance of that, it's probably pretty small. But I mean, I want to live back home. I want to be around both our families. I've thought about coaching. I'd love to coach, but at the same time, you got to to be a head coach, you'd have to have a teaching degree. But I think one day I'll definitely be plugged in somewhere. Probably not a head coaching role, but I feel like I do have a lot of knowledge that I can share with other people just because I've been in 3 different systems as a quarterback, 2 different junior colleges, and I've played here. So I feel like I've picked up a lot of knowledge just from all these different coaches that I have, and that could really affect like just a small town school like French Camp.
Well, I hope you know, he continues to play, to be honest with you. I really think he could play at the next level, and if he's not, that's fine too. I'm not trying to put any pressure on him, but I've told every scout that's come in that I think he can, and if given that opportunity. And so I think if we have a good year, which, you know, you're not going to have an NFL quarterback on your team and not have a good year, right? So if we have a good year, and I anticipate we do, I think he will get a look and hopefully get that opportunity. But I know this, you know, no matter what, you know, he's going to be a man that stands for his faith and how to treat his wife, and the values that him and his family represent, I know will still be intact.